Greetings, groovy people! Welcome to the channel. This is the self-proclaimed Blue Dragon, and I welcome you to this week's video. We're finally getting back to the How to Print Your Comic series. And in this video, I'm going to be getting the copyright for my free, not safe for work webcomic, Dark Horse. Links are all down in the description, but I'm specifically doing it for Act 2, which I completed in 2019. I'm not quite done with Act 3, but I'm going to do that this year. I'm just not going to do it in a video. Okay, so you can do this via postal mail, USPS, but anymore I'm too cheap and it's way easier. My stuff kept getting irradiated by the government. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. But I'm going to walk you through how to do it digitally, all online. So let's glance at the Copyright Office's website. I'm lazy, so I find it by doing an Ecosia search, or Google, or DuckDuckGo, or Brave, or whatever the hell you're using. Anyhow, ignore the ads. Just go down to the one that has the .gov as the top level domain. That's TLD. More information on that down in the description. That's the thing like your .gov, your .org. I learned something new today. I didn't know that on my own. Or you could just go down to my description where I've conveniently put www.copyright.gov. And you can click that link. You're welcome. So here we are. You can see that there's loads of information on their homepage, and you can, Word of Wednesday, peruse this website at your own time, at your own pace, on your own whims, if you're a fan of dry US government websites. Having worked for the feds with the NPS in the past, I've had enough of that. So let's just move on to the government's favorite thing, forms. They even have it in the drop-down menu. You may be confused on what type of copyright to get. I was when I first got my copyright back in 2008. I accidentally got a TX, which is text or literary, by mistake, and I just said that it had like illustrations and shit in it. But a comic book or graphic novel is actually going to fall under the VA or visual art, visual form umbrella. So don't make the mistake I did. I mean, I guess it was okay. I just changed it later on, but it's technically considered visual art. So I downloaded the form. If you were to fill this out and send your work in hard copy, which like I said, I'm not going to do, this is what you would print off. It's got the instructions as well as the form itself. You can either print it off blank and fill it out by hand, which is probably how I would do it because I act like I'm a 100-year-old lady. Or you can actually type it in, fill it in so that it's legible, which is probably how you should do it, and then print it off and sign it and send everything off in a nice package, you know, to the government office that's listed in the instructions, and make sure that you mail it in a way that irradiation isn't going to cause damage to it, because that happened to me twice. I sent 2 copies due to the anthrax scares in the 90s. They do that now. I don't know if it's like they x-ray or whatever, but it ruins the document and you waste money. That's why I don't do it anymore, because I haven't got time for that. Or money. Okay, so I couldn't find the registration page, so I just clicked in that search box at the top of the page and I just put in visual arts copyright. But for you, dear viewers, I've put the link in the description. Hooray! So save you some work. Be lazy like me. I did the work for you. It was so hard typing that into the search box. The way I do this is all online, as I mentioned earlier. I click register a visual arts work. If you haven't done this before, then create an account. It's pretty straightforward. I don't think you need me to walk you through this, but I am anyway, apparently. Because I need to make this video long, I guess. Put your address in. Yeah, that's not my zip code, by the way. Put all that information in. You know, that's not my phone number either, obviously. You can choose your preferred contact method. Snail mail for me all the way. I love the USPS. I love writing letters. I just like letters. I like mail. I like stamps. I don't collect them yet, but one of these days I'm almost old enough to start doing that. I don't want to get arrested, so I canceled the registration. I'm not gonna follow through with this, you guys. I mean, not that you would get arrested, I don't know, but at any rate, Blue Dragon ain't going to jail for this. No, I got enough troubles. I don't need to be doing that. So once you have your account set up, log into your portal. This is what the portal looks like as of 2020. Under Register a Work, click on Standard Application. You're basically just going to answer questions and follow the prompts. You should probably read all of this, but I haven't got time for that in this video. Not for all that important legal crap, blah blah blah. Let's just do this. Actually no, I have read this before. You really should read it in your own time. Make sure that you understand this stuff. The purpose of this video is just to kind of give you an overview of how to fill out the information, but obviously everybody's scenario and what they're copywriting is different, so I highly recommend you do read the legal mumbo jumbo because it's probably important. It is important, and it's good for you. Probably, maybe. So, select Start Registration. Ah, good old US Gov. You and your 1990s looking online forms, complete with yellow boxes. This shit's so janky looking, for God's sake. Substance over style all the way. That's the USA. Okay, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. It's functional, it works. We're lucky we got something that's functioning. From the drop down, for a comic book, choose Work of the Visual Arts. Click the confirm box and then go back up to the top. You can save this as you go if you want. Like if you have to stop for some reason, like I have to go to the bathroom like every 5 seconds. Half the time, not really. But if you get interrupted, you may save the document at any point. But we're not going to do that. We're going to select New. It's taking so long. I must have actually gone to the bathroom. So a common pastime of mine. Let's fast forward this shit. Jeez, I'm so rude to myself. And you. Where are my manners? Apologies. Select title of the work being recognized and add your title. If it's a standalone, you're gold. Just call it whatever it is. Insert title here. Me, it's a serial. I keep working on them, so I chose to call it Dark Horse Act 2. This may be the wrong way of doing it. If it is, I am seriously sorry, you guys and gals and peoples. It's specifically just Act 2 that I'm copywriting. So if that's incorrect, I do apologize. That is why it's important for you to make sure that you do some of your own research also in addition to watching me fill this out. So save it and click continue. Now, answer if it was published or not in the past. There are a lot of specifics regarding this, and I highly suggest you read this portion that they say to read. I haven't published it. You know, being online isn't necessarily what considers it a publication. So I chose no, but you may be a part of some online collective or publication. Maybe your work has been there that you're copywriting and it might have been in something else. Maybe you've shared your stuff in a specific way that it falls under this umbrella. Everything is different, so please make sure you know whether or not your comic is published before you choose yes or no. I picked no. Next, input the year that it was completed. This I got done in 2019, and that's what my booklets say, and therefore I put 2019. When I do this for Act 3, I will be putting 2020. Click continue. I did not pre-register my comic. I'm a broke-ass indie artist, so plans and preparation and pre-registration to the wind. I don't do that shit. Next, we're doing authors. For me, this is easy. It's just myself, but if you have a co-author or if you are a writer and an artist team and it's a collaboration, you may need to put more than one person. Okay, so I'm calling this 2D artwork. I guess you could put comic book in the other slot down there, but I didn't. If you have 2 authors, you can have one as writer and one as 2D artist. I guess you would put writer down in the other box. That's something you might want to look up and make sure you do correctly if you do collaborate. For me, I'm an individual. I hit add me. Next, we're moving to claimant. I add me. Fill in the info. I needed to update my address. I'm not transferring anything, so save. If you are transferring, I guess you would need to fill that out. I don't know how to do that because I'm not doing it. I'm not going to walk you through it because I don't know. I'm only showing you what little I do know, which isn't a lot. Okay, continue. Next section is if you're updating a copyright. If you're not, leave it all blank and hit continue. I have updated my copyright as I mentioned earlier in the video. I had to do that with Act 1. But that's not what we're doing in this video because I've never copyrighted Act 2 before, so we're just moving along. This next page is if you're working, with an organization. I'm not, so I just picked add me and continue. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. This part is for correspondence. It's just the info that they're going to mail to you, so fill it out and hit continue. Next is the mail certificate, what they're going to put on your certificate that you get. At the end of the video, at the end of this section, I should say, I'm going to show you what you will get in the mail, but fill it out. I have a fine number registered with the US, and it's under Blue Dragon Art, so I chose to put that business name in, but you could easily just put add me and continue. God, how many times am I going to have to say continue? I don't need special handling. I mean, I do, but not by the Copyright Office. So let's just continue. Leave it all blank. Certify that shit. If you have a number and you know it, I guess you can add that in. I might have a number, but I don't remember it, so I left it blank since it's optional. Continue. Now, review that shit. That's important. I found out that I left my old address in my profile, so I go up to my profile and I fix that before I do any submitting because I don't want my old Missouri address in there. I just completely deleted the old address. You could leave it in and just make the other one the updated address that you use. But yeah, this is all blurry screen because none of this information I really want out there on the interwebs. But if you've had an account in the past and you need to update that, make sure you do it. It's very important to review all the information before you submit it. Let's fast forward some of this. When you're sure you're done, when you've reviewed everything and made sure that it's accurate according to your personal knowledge, then you're going to click Add to Cart. In the cart, if you're ready to pay, go to Checkout. Choose your payment method. I'm just going to use a credit card because I need to build up my points. We pay it off every month. Just a friendly service reminder. If you do have a credit card, probably pay it off immediately so that they don't get any more money out of you than they can. Anyway, that's just me. That has nothing to do with this video. You're going to be redirected for a spell to complete your payment transaction. It will bring you back to your portal, so if you're ready to pay, go ahead and click OK. And then choose your weapon. Fill out the information. I'm editing this shit out because it isn't your business. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm really sassy today. There's something wrong with me. I'm telling you. There's something wrong with me. But if you've ever bought anything online, you know how to do this. You don't need me to walk you through. Okay, payment successful. Because, if there's anything the government is good at, it's taking your money. Continue. Oh, wait, don't continue yet. Scratch that. Skirt. Go back a little bit. Sorry, I had a coworker and he used to listen to some song, and the song apparently the guy's like skirt, like you're stopping your car. It's like that. Anyway, that's why I do that, because I picked it up from coworkers. But yeah, print the page first. You will get a confirmation in your email, but print that page. Print it anyway. Now we've got to upload our visual artwork, so we select the document and then click Start Upload. Cue elevator music. This is going to take a few minutes to load depending on how fast your internet is, or depending on how fast the government website is. I don't know what takes so long. Anyhow, click the big green button when you're done uploading, and hooray! Now it's a waiting game. Let's go back to my desk, friends. Alright, so for the last part of this video, I just want to show you the final result of sending in your copyright. So the first time I got a copyright was of this, believe it or not, it was of this shit version. But I had to send 2 copies of this awful thing to the United States Copyright Office. I can't even do this with like a straight face, you guys. It's awful. But when if you don't do it PDF form, which is what I suggest you do nowadays, if you decide to send in a hard copy for them to stow away somewhere in the government files in the Library of Congress or wherever they put it, probably straight into the furnace. Just kidding. But if you send it in, you need to make sure you package it in a way in which it will not get destroyed. And I sent 2 copies of this in. Like twice I sent it in, and the first time this got irradiated, and the second time they never got back to me, so I finally just said, fuck it, I'm doing it online. Just bypass sending it in. They don't want the hard copy anymore. Do it online. It's easier. But if you don't do it online, package it up so that it doesn't get destroyed. But once you get them a copy and everything gets approved, they're going to send you this certificate of registration, and it's going to be assigned its own registration number, and it'll tell, you know, see, I did this in June of 2018. Do not go and harass anyone who lives at this old address, you guys. Nope, I don't live there anymore. Not that you would harass me anyway, but don't go there. When I redid this old version, because I'd already gotten the copyright on the shit version, for this I had to go through special hoops. Not like a lot of hoops, but I had to re-up and, you know, explain what was going on. I edited the outdated artwork, edited the text, old font, you know, all that stuff. So this is a updated copyright of the same comic. But yeah, anyway, I hope that this video series was helpful to you guys and gals and people, everybody, everywhere. And it just goes to show that you can go from this to this to this. Look, I went back to blue. I always wanted it to be blue. I don't know why I changed the cover. Anyway, but yeah, I hope you all found this interesting. If you like what I do, please like the video, thumb it up, you know, subscribe, do the bell thing. This is a drum. It's a drum. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Or if you want to support what I do, please consider becoming a patron, subscribe star, or donate, you know, Ko-fi, any of those, PayPal, all that stuff is down in the description if you're interested. I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. Peace and love. Fare you well, and keep on trucking.